What up, heel fashion? Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Cordz, that's Draven Grimes, and it's Tuesday, so with us as always is Edgar from the Snug Wrestling Podcast.
Oh, look at the definition in that arm!
And we're gonna talk about... We're gonna talk about what that mouth do.
Talk a lot of shit and eat tacos, my guy. That's what that mouth do.
That's right.
We're gonna go over the biggest news stories of the week. Once again, we got the Cena Cody promos, the best thing in wrestling for the past week. We got the Smackdown contract signing, and I think we got some AEW Max viewership. We'll get into it all right after this. All right, fellas, how we doing?
Doing good.
It's Tuesday. You know what that means.
Yes, I do.
It's April Fool's.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh, this whole show's April Fool's. Bye, bitches.
No.
Man, the first thing I read this morning was Vince McMahon is buying TNA. And I was like, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it?
Yeah, the first thing I saw was Shane McMahon joining back with WWE and opening the door to AEW. Like, that was the first thing I saw this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's the first thing you posted, and you said that shit with vigor.
I did. Yo.
As soon as I read that, I was like, my boy don't know.
I never remember April Fool's Day, ever. So, yeah, I'm reading this shit. I'm like, damn. It's from a decently known news company. You know, it's whatever, but fuck. So, I promise y'all.
This motherfucker.
I promise y'all that the news we say tonight is true to the best of our abilities. Okay.
So, you want to tell me about Cedric again?
No.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
I was going to bring that up. I was going to make it a point. Because I actually thought he was fucking being legit. So I went and did fucking research on my fucking lunch break instead of, watching YouTube like I always do. I had to actually do fucking work on my lunch break. I was like, hold the fuck up.
Yeah, when I saw that, when I saw Dark posted that, I was like, they got him again. That was another April Fool's joke.
Yeah, because he just got released in February. He's in the middle of his 90 days. He can't do anything until May.
Whatever. I fucked up.
You fucked up.
Let's get into some fucking news, shall we?
What? No
Let's
big booty bitches?
See, you guys are going to get me in trouble, man. My
With
wife
who?
listens to the show.
With who?
She's going to be like, you know what? You're not allowed to hang out with those guys over there from the Heel Shit podcast.
You're 3,000 miles away. This is the only time we get to spend with each other. Hey, if something happens, I know a good attorney. And it's not Stephen P. New.
So no, we won't be talking about no midget, big booty, alcoholic bitches or nothing.
Sorry, Rip.
That sucks.
Rip was really looking forward to that.
I guess that's not on the news today. So what we got first?
Hey.
Well, for the sake of staying in, chronological order, let's go back to what happened on Friday Night SmackDown on March 28th from London, UK.
Mm-hmm.
The big contract sign-in. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk had their contract sign-in. And a lot of stuff happening here. It was announced that CM Punk is going to main event one of the nights of WrestleMania. That was a nice moment that he shared with Paul Heyman, who was also a part of the contract signing.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins was not happy with that. He had the best reaction, I think, was he was like, no, wipe those tears away, Punk. You don't deserve it. Roman Reigns, myself watching, and everyone else probably thought that was a favor that CM Punk has been talking about. The fact that this match is going to main event. But CM Punk, before the show ended, said, this is not the favor. So there's still more things to come when it comes to this triple threat match.
We can talk about the favor in a bit, but we need to analyze this promo, son. All right. This promo was beautiful. All right. So obviously Roman comes out with Paul. He does this whole acknowledge me thing. He gives a good little promo. And he's upper tier promo. He's not
He can hang with
king
me.
of the mountain, but he's upper tier.
He can hang with me.
Yeah, a little bit. So he does his thing, and I love when they're in the UK and they sing that song, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
And then we see Paul Heyman singing it like with all his heart.
God bless him.
And then we hear Seth's music.
Yeah.
Who
Notice how the tempo just came down as soon as you said that.
Seth's music hits, and we see them in the ring again.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in the ring, and they're singing Seth's song, and he sashays over and puts the microphone to Paul Heyman's mouth to see if he's gonna sing his song too.
Hates that freaking song.
So go into the substance of Seth's promo, because you remember that part better than I do.
So Seth went into the history of that building well over 10 years ago when they were part of the Shield, when they had the match with The Undertaker. I believe this was right after the Hell in a Cell match with Triple H in WrestleMania 28? Yes, WrestleMania 28. So they went into that, and Seth is like trying to pull on the heartstrings, so to speak, of Roman Reigns, trying to underline lowercase letter build that trust back up. Because to Seth, this is not about Roman as much as it is about annihilating Punk and getting Punk out of the way once and for all. And God bless him, Seth tried. He tried. I'll give him a B+ for effort. But Roman's just sitting there like, nah, son, nah. You talking about we. We died a long time ago. And I want you to notice on especially the past couple of weeks, the words die and kill have been more prevalent on WWE programming.
Yep.
So they are getting a little more shoot style on their stuff, because let's face it, you've cut promos, I've cut promos. I'm sure Edgar's cut a promo on a guy at the self-checkout at Walmart or some shit. Wants to kill that motherfucker. Right? Target. Oh, big spender.
High class.
That explains all the figures.
What up, Heel Faction? In today's day and age, internet security is of paramount importance. That's why today's episode is brought to you by Surfshark VPN.
That's right, my guys. Surfshark VPN, now the newest affiliate of the Heel Shit podcast. What does that cover? I'm glad you asked. Let me just put on these eyeballs because I'm old. They cover 100 plus countries. Free of ads, pop-ups, any bad cookies. Good to me. Got real-time defense, got webcam protection, data breach notifications in case your stuff gets out there and you don't want that to be out there. And it keeps your personal data protected, which means if you're in one of those states that have been banned by the capital P word, get your shit back up, my guy.
All right,
yeah,
very
buddy.
Nice. So, if you use the link in the description, you can get Surfshark VPN for 86% off.
Say what?
86% off.
Holy shit.
And 3 additional months free, starting at just $2.19 per month.
You're shitting me.
No.
Holy shit. So, 86% off plus 3 free months.
Absolutely.
Mother.
3 options starting as low as $2.19. Just hit that link in the description box. Get surfing safe with Surfshark VPN. Back to the show. High class heel shit right there.
So anyway, Roman stops like, no, we died a long time ago. It's no longer about us. It's about me. I'm the tribal chief. And he went to this little spiel with how, Seth has always tried to just ride on his coattails. Seth came back with, ever since we broke the Shield up, and I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember it word for word, but ever since we broke up the Shield, I've been there to clean up all of your messes.
Mm-hmm.
Every time Roman Reigns fouled up, I've had to go in and clean your mess up. Right up to Raw at the Garden, where I have to now clean your mess up again because you screwed me out of destroying CM Punk. Never mind the fact that Seth Rollins has the fucking win in the record books, so now they're tied 1-1. If you remember correctly, Punk had the Raw Netflix debut. Punk has the cage, or Seth has the cage match win. So they're tied 1-1.
Why do they have? Because Punk was dragged out of it.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, he wasn't?
No. Seth was dragged out.
Oh, that's right.
Because if you remember, Roman dragged him out, Superman punched him, speared him, curve stomp, which I dare say was probably the best curve stomp I've seen in the last couple of years.
Good one.
To the man that fucking popularized it here in the United States. Then he went into the fucking cage like a jealous ex-boyfriend with the fucking ex-girlfriend consoling the new boyfriend and beats the dog shit out of him. Dog walks his ass in the cage. And tells fucking Paul to come on. So, Seth is going through that, and here comes CM Punk. Take it away.
Yes, so we got a treat already with Roman and Seth. Because Roman almost never misses on the mic, and Seth never misses on the mic. All right, so these two...
Suffering succotash.
These two are good. But then, Colt's personality hits...
Like a Mussolini!
And out comes the best of the three mic skills.
In the world.
I mean...
Trademarked.
But here comes out Punk, who is, like I said, the best of the three on the mic.
Yes.
So he does his thing. I'm here to sign a contract and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
Nice callback.
Yep. He goes through and he goes to sign the contract, but he's like flipping through the pages.
Mm-hmm.
And you never see that at a contract signing on wrestling. Nobody ever looks at the contract. They just sign it.
It's either the front page or it's the back page. There's nothing in the middle that you need to concern yourself with. Your quote-unquote attorneys have already looked it over.
So he's flipping through pages, and Roman's like, today, Junior? Like,
this is TV,
This is
son.
TV.
Page 4, clause 5. Paul, go help him. For the love of God, go help him.
Yes. So Paul comes over and he goes, I know what you're looking for. And it's in there. Okay? You will main event WrestleMania.
You're gonna close the show.
So he's all teared up. Seth is losing his shit. All right? Because he would rather Punk not get the accolade than to main event WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
He would much rather open the show than main event just because Punk's in the match.
And he reminded me so much of like a mid-2001 Christian, with just that fucking temperature. Remember when fucking Christian used to fucking throw himself on the fucking ground and like have a complete 2-year-old temper tantrum? That was borderline Seth Rollins.
That was Seth Rollins for sure. So he's losing his shit. Punk's not even paying attention to him.
Punk's having a moment.
Yeah,
for Shoot, he's having a moment.
He's having a moment because this is for Shoot one of his dreams.
Yes,
you know, not just a storyline. So he's having a moment, and
old Roman.
Somebody starts. I don't know if he thanked Paul or people started chanting or whatever, but he grabbed the mic and he was like, "No. Don't be thanking anybody else."
Well, you're skipping something. You're skipping something very important.
Okay.
As Seth is over here acting like Christian from 2001, and Punk's having a come to Jesus moment with this piece of paper that says he's closing the show, Roman's at the head of the table just cackling like a schoolgirl. And he says, "Ha ha ha ha! Oh, one man's dream is another man's favor. Check!" And he's just like, he's cackling like a schoolgirl because he thinks the favor is paid in.
You're right. And then Seth gets down on one knee and he says, "I acknowledge you." And he goes, "Tribal chief, head of the table, big dog?" Then he goes, see this, and then he stands up and he goes, "Oh, by the way, that's not the favor I'm owed. Cut to black."
Pipe bomb.
Beautifully done.
Mm-hmm.
The entire segment, masterful. Everyone played their part perfect.
Yep.
You've got 3 Mike Masters in the ring and Roman. And, and it was just a great segment all around. What'd you guys think of it?
100%. I'm right there with you. I've watched it quite a few times. Not really as much to study it for this show tonight because I kind of got the gist of it the first day. It's, for me, for the last 20 years, I've been like the CM Punk fan, just like I was the Undertaker fan in my youth. And I know for shoot how important that moment was for him. So just for me to go back and, I guess in a weird way, live vicariously in that moment with him. Let's face it, I'm not going to fucking WrestleMania unless I buy a ticket. So I'm damn sure not going to main event it. But this is probably going to be the closest I ever feel to this, and I'm okay with it. I love the fact that this is, and I say it a lot, it feels real because when it comes to Punk getting the main event slot at WrestleMania, even if it's night on, and we'll get into another fucking subject on the main event later on, this is real. This is organic. You're going to see a very emotional man win, lose, or draw at WrestleMania, closing the show. And I love it. I fucking love it. I don't think there would have been a snowball's chance in hell we'd get that with fucking Vinnie Mac.
No.
But Hunter understands the importance of this because Hunter was one of the boys.
Yep. Hunter
understands that even though Punk did many sins in the company leading up to his departure and afterwards, you have to learn to forget and forgive.
Right.
Hunter's done that, and Hunter is now rewarding him for all the hard work that he's put in, not just since he's been back, but for all those years leading up to the departure. He's forgot all the negativity. He's forgotten all the bullshit that's happened, all the bad press, and he's finally allowing him to live his dream.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Edgar?
Beautifully done segment. This wasn't your typical contract signing where you assume they're either going to brawl it out or someone's going to go through a table or, the same stuff that we see at all these contract signings.
Yes.
This was like perfect in every perspective that you look at it. You have Roman Reigns, who thinks he's the top star in the WWE. He's the reason that they went to Netflix, and he's the reason they're doing all these great ratings and this big boom period.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins feels like it's because of him. So there's real competition between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, not just their history, but like in real life, Seth Rollins has expressed, I want to be that guy. And that goes into play here. Then you have the history with Seth Rollins and CM Punk that has been boiling over even before CM Punk showed up to the company.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Paul Heyman, who's in the middle of Roman and Punk. So it's just like the perfect mixture of storytelling and also real life situations going on here, not just in story mode, but behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's absolutely exciting. As a wrestling fan, you have to love this. And man, I was like blown away by the whole thing. It was amazing.
Yeah. And like you just said, this is one of those rare occurrences. I know we talked about it a few days ago, but this is one of those rare occurrences where nobody got physical after the contract signing. And I firmly believe that because there was no physicality, nothing was taken away. I believe it turned into another one of those brawls that they had on Monday Night Raw or Smackdown the week before. It would have took away from it. It would have took away why it felt special.
Yeah, I think it was well done all the way around.
Yep.